What's up everybody, Demon back and welcome to a brand new video. This one I'm super excited about because we got more Skull Island news. So, guys, if you guys don't know, I am really excited for this Kong Skull Island movie. It has been way too long since we've gotten a King Kong movie, and I think this one looks awesome. I did a Comic-Con trailer reaction. I did an MTV Movie Awards video that they did for it. I did a video on that, giving my thoughts on it. I am just so excited for this movie, and this picture is awesome. So this news piece comes from Entertainment Weekly, and oh my god. So this is our first real shot of King Kong from Skull Island, and wow. I mean, it is definitely not what I expected. I know it's been a while since I've done a Kong Skull Island video, but I have some predictions that there will be multiple Kongs in the movie. I still stand by that opinion, but I don't know, this Kong seems very distinct to be the one that we see in the trailer, so it kind of rules out. This picture is clearly not a different Kong from the one that was featured prominently in the trailer. I will be doing more Skull Island movie discussions, especially a follow-up on the multiple Kong theory. I might be doing that one later this week, depending on how things go. I don't know, but oh my god, this picture is just, it is so awesome. And one thing I really want to point out is it looks so much like the 33 Kong. Here's my model 33 Kong. I'll try and get it close to the camera. You can see the face sculpt here. I mean, it looks like they took what the 33 Kong was supposed to look like, pulled it right out of the 33 movie, slapped it into modern day with modern technology, and bam! That is the design of Kong, which is awesome. I mean, when you think about it, this really has been the return to form for kaiju recently. We got a really traditional Godzilla in 2014 in the way he was presented, and we got a really traditional design for Godzilla in 2016, Shin Gojira, even though the design was drastically different than anything else we've seen in terms of it being ripped up. It was still very classic to the 54 movie, and this design, very reminiscent of the 33 movie, and I just love it. I love the return to form here. It is a great time to be into this stuff. I mean, it really is. And I just want to say, first of all, the CG looks amazing. I mean, it looks great. You can see some spit coming out of Kong's mouth when he's roaring. I mean, the head sculpt is great. There's really nothing wrong with it. I don't know. The CG is super good. He looks really ferocious, and he looks awesome. He looks like a monster version of King Kong. That is exactly what he needs to look like. He needs to be a monster version of Kong. He can't be Kong. He can't be. And it's sad, sure, but he can't be. They can't keep the traditional Kong in this movie and have it make sense. Even in terms of the design. The design of your normal Kong is too dull. It is too, well, I don't really want to say dull, but it's too friendly. It is too recognizable as something from our world, and this one is more ferocious. It is a monster version of that. So I actually don't want to stop there with the news, because I want to continue with the Skull Island news, because I haven't talked about any of it yet. So we got this really cool map of Skull Island a while ago. It was a while ago, and I'm just now talking about it, but from the design here, you can see that no longer does it resemble a skull. I mean, you can somewhat see a slight resemblance of a skull, but not really. This is just more of a natural island, lots of greens, lots of whites, interestingly enough, so that means we're going to be getting some snowy parts in the island, and then some browns, which represents mountains and stuff. So it's going to be a very interesting terrain. Also, we have a huge water patch in the middle of the island. Like, the island is not a complete, like, it almost looks like if Africa had chunks taken out of it, almost. So it's going to be really cool to see the environment that this movie has. I can't wait. But the map doesn't stop there. It is the gift that keeps giving. I mean, you can look at this map and you can see that when a black light was shined on it, it's revealed the Monarch logo. There's a Mosasaur revealed. There's some text all over here just talking about it. If you look at the quote at the bottom, it talks about a firing roar and just this tremendous monster. I think that's referring to Godzilla. I really do think that that is a total reference to Godzilla there. Now, I also want to be quickly addressing the early review for Skull Island that has surfaced on Twitter. I don't have an original link to it. I'm very sorry. If anyone has the link, please comment below. I will update the description to add it. But there was an early review of the movie posted on Twitter, and I have some problems with it. So it says there's no direct references to Godzilla 2014. Fine, there doesn't need to be. That takes place in the future, alright? Set up Kong first, but make sure you throw in like a little Easter egg to Monarch, or as we've seen on the map, Monarch's going to play a role in it. So there's not going to be no connection to the movie. I will call it now. The review also said there's room for improvement. There's still time to change. It wasn't even a complete version of the movie that they saw. Other problem that I had with it was that they said there's no dinosaurs. Now, they're being very particular here when they say there's no dinosaurs, because they also say Kong fights something in the movie. Now, when they say no dinosaurs, I think they mean in a traditional sense, like a 20-foot dinosaur, like what you'd actually see in the real world, like kind of like Jurassic Park. There's no dinosaurs in the movie, but I do strongly believe that there will be a kaiju, something great, something huge that will fight Kong, something along the lines of Ga from Skull Island the book, or, you know, whatever you have, whether it be a Godzilla-like kaiju or whatever, just a giant spider, which is truly only like 20 feet tall, so that thing would get stepped on by this new Kong. So please stop with the spider comments. Really, they're being very particular here. I do think we're going to see some dinosaur reminiscent giant monsters fighting King Kong in the movie, and that's my thoughts on the early review. Like they said, there's lots of room for them to change things. Samuel L. Jackson feeling out of place, the villain being weak. I think they're the same character. I think Samuel L. Jackson is the villain, and that his being out of place is because he's a weak villain in the movie, and I think they will change that if it's true. But other than that, guys, that is my thoughts on Skull Island. I am super hyped for this movie. I hope you guys are too. Really have nothing else to say here. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. D-Man out.